let's talk pre-retirement. We have another question in here asking, what financial advice would you give yourself if you could give it to yourself when you were, say, 20 years younger?
Wow. Okay, so here, just, I've done, I think about 6,000 financial plans altogether over my career, dealing with,
Wow.
hundreds of millions of dollars and a lot of very wealthy clients. And there is one characteristic that they all have, all of them, and that is the ability to save. Um, and so it's kind of funny because so much effort is placed on, how to invest, what to invest in, and all these different types of things. I would say that of my wealthiest clients, only a few of them are really good investors as a whole. For the most part, what they are is really good savers. And I've heard comments, over and over, like, well, my father told me to just, put aside 10% of and pretend like it's not there. And so, I always pretend like some portion of my money isn't there, and I live off the rest, and that money just continues. So if I, 20 years ago, I'd really hammer that home to myself about saving and continuing to consistently put money away, no matter what's happening, trying to live off of the rest and save, some portion of the overall income. And so that's a big one. Because I've met people that are fantastic investors and not great savers, and they don't have that much money just because they don't have that much money to put into the investments if they're not saving. I think the other thing that I would think about there, I think this would have been appropriate. I would try to save as much as I possibly could into Roth IRAs or Roth 401ks. I would like to have tax-free growth. I recently converted, all of my IRAs and 401ks over to Roth. I wish I would have done that a long time ago when I was younger, just because it's really painful to pay the taxes on that conversion now. I'm 56, I'm about 57 next week, so almost 57. But so I have a long time to let that still grow tax free. But 20 years ago, so say 37, that would have been an unbelievable time to, because I've had great rates of return in my IRAs, and I would have loved to see that be tax free. So I would, been talking to myself to save more than I did, and to really look at these tax-free growth vehicles like the Roth, which I believe came out roughly 20 years ago. But yeah, that sounds about right.